So now we're going to look at these tools here on the left. Okay, we have this first one is your writing utensils, your writing tools. So if I click on it twice, you see that I have a pen. There's a marker, there's a highlighter, there's a paintbrush. They all look a little different, and you have 6 colors. You have black and white, blue and yellow, green and red. I'm going to pick white and pen, and I'll give you a little demonstration. So that's what it looks like. Then you know your marker is going to be a little darker, a little thicker. And then your same with your highlighters, a little wider, a little bigger line. You have your eraser. So you can clear frame, get rid of everything, or you can use your eraser and just erase just like you do an eraser. You have a selector, which once we add things, which we're going to do here in a second, you can move them around with the selector. Now we can add sticky notes. I remember using this from middle school. I would create a little calendar with a different app, and I could make like what we're going to do every day. You can change the colors, and I can write Tuesday. Okay, we're going to save. So I want to cancel. I'm not going to put the rest. And like I said, once I have the selector, which I have the selector tool, now I can click on them and move them around. Now, if you notice when I click on something, I get some different icons in the corners, right? So there's 2 in the bottom that are the same. So if we click on them, we can drag and make things bigger or smaller. So that's what these 2 do. This one has a little line on it, a little outline. And if you click on this one, it allows you to rotate. And if you click on the last one, it's got options for you or tools. It allows you to edit what it says, to duplicate it, to delete it, or we can change the order. Remember, just like PowerPoint or slides, the order you put something on this, in this case, frame, is the order front to back. So I put Tuesday on second, so it's going to cover Monday if I drag it over. If I want it to change that, if I want Tuesday to go under it for some reason, I would just change the order, send to back. Now it'll be behind Monday. So that's order. Next down, we have images. And you can add just uploading from your computer. You can do a Google search and find images to add. You can add them right from your Google Drive. You can add them from your photos. Let's upload. So I'm going to say select from my drive. You can drag them on here. You can select them. So I have the Del Valle Conquistador. I can drag that on here. I can resize it. I can rotate it. I can move it around just by clicking in the middle of it and just kind of dragging it around. Resize. Okay. I could also, remember we were limited on the backgrounds? Well, let's say you want to use this as a worksheet. I can save a worksheet as a JPEG image. So once again, I went to Google, I downloaded some worksheets. I'm going to go ahead and open this one. I'm going to drag it up to the corner. Multiplying and dividing fractions. I can drag it larger. And I can actually write right on this if I wanted to. I could grab my pen. I could make this even larger or zoom in. I'm going to make sure I have a color I'm going to see. And I could do the math right here. I can say 1 times 5 is 5. So we're going to multiply the numerators. And then we'll multiply the denominators. 2 times 4 is 8. And so I could do the problem here, work them out, right? We can clear the frame. We also have a text, shapes. So we can add shapes. You click on shapes, and you have circles and some basic shapes here. And then you see up here when I click on it, I have a border color that pops up and I have a fill color. So right now if I click on circle and I click where I want it and I drag it and I can move it around, but it's white with a black outline, border color. If I want to make it blue, I'm going to fill it with blue. If I want a red outline, I could do it like that, right? And I can move it around, I can duplicate it, or I can delete it. Text boxes, so you could actually just type in. Once again, I also have prices here. So the style is really more about the size. So under style, I have display, which is the largest. And then if you click all the way down to caption, which is the smallest. So those are your sizes. Your colors of text you can change. And then your alignment, left justify, right justify, center. So depending on the size of your text box frame. And once again, you can edit, duplicate, delete, or set the order. And finally, you have a laser pointer. So when you're doing your presentation, you can click and drag, and it just gives you a little laser. So you could, if you're not really don't want to manipulate anything, you just want to point stuff out, you could do that. Okay, so that's your basic tools. And remember, if I don't remove it, it's going to save it no matter what I do. So if I don't remove it, it will save it.